Another episode of Jose's Hustle NJ Edition. This is my S15 Silvia, and today we'll be installing a 3H airlift kit on this beauty. So stay tuned and let me show you how it's done. Okay, so in order to start installing this air ride from Airlift, you have to remove pretty much everything in the trunk. Make it empty like that. Remove the spare tire. Relocate the battery to the back if you want to. Since you're doing this, I recommend it. So that's the first step, and then you gotta measure everything. I'll show you guys after I do that how it fits in. I decided to put the battery on that side, one of the compressors on this side, the speaker that I'm gonna run in the middle of the car, also the tank, the air management ECU here, and another compressor on the side, and I'm gonna run the amplifier right there where that is. So the step I took everything out of the trunk, vacuumed it out, and then I went to Home Depot, got one of these boards for 10 bucks. That's what I'm gonna lay down, mount everything, and then I'm laying down the mat that was in the car, and I'm tracing it all around where it doesn't go, so that I can fit it in the trunk. Stay tuned and watch how this is done. All right, so now I'm gonna cut the board. There you have it. It's cut to the, just gotta sand down the edges and put it in the trunk. It fit pretty good. It looks like it fits. So there you have it. Now gotta lay down the floor. So I put the floor that I'm putting down on it, I put it together, and then I traced it on top of it to see where I'm gonna cut. And it's only this spot right here where it goes, the area right there, that's the only place you gotta cut, because everything else just falls right through all the way. So there you have it. Keep working hard. So I cut it out, and that's how it's gonna look around those edges. That's where the panels go in there, so I'm not worrying about that. It'll cover it up. So you know, that gap right there, I'm gonna put wires through, and the lines for the air, and so does that gap to the tank. So stay tuned to see the finished product. After you know, put everything together in the trunk, you want to bring it out here on a table or something, match up the tank to where you want it bolted up, mark it, drill holes, and then all the work you're going to be doing is out here with the tank. So you have your fittings here, and I just want to install them and, you know, keep going. Okay, so put a plug on this side, shred a valve at the bottom, water collector on this side. I'm gonna put the line going out this way, and then this will be going to the computer for the air management. This is for my speaker, for my sub, and this one's for my my compressor. Also on this side I have one for the compressor. And then I just gotta take it all apart, put it in the trunk. In the trunk area, we have the battery relocated in the back, so all the wiring is going to be zipped out here. I got my plug over here for my computer, my wiring for the compressors. I mounted the relays right there, and then I routed the cable that's going up to the controller and the fuse box up front. So it's coming along. I also put the water drain down that way. I drill a hole, that little grommet, and slide it down here. So just get them coming along. It's taking forever though. Stay tuned. The way you put this wiring in is a pain in the butt. I tilted it about 45 degrees, and I'm grabbing the cables from each side so I can wire them up. And then put the speaker wire on one side and on the other side. So that's how you do that. So we're gonna remove the suspension now. You gotta open up the back, and then have the car, and then you're gonna remove this bolt down here. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. So taking it out the box, you have your rear strut, and we're gonna, or shock, whatever you want to call it, air suspension shock. That hole right there, you're gonna put the hose that comes with it. It has some like sealant on the ends, so you're gonna put one end on that hole, and then it comes with the connector. So I installed the air struts in the back, so you can connect the airline. Tighten up the bolt. Now make sure the hose, it goes in there, goes in the back, and then I'm gonna route them. I'll show you where I'm gonna route them. Kind of have an idea, but I just wanna double confirm. So they're coming along great, so stay tuned. You gotta remove these two bolts and nuts. They look like that. It's a 17 and a 19. And you gotta remove these brake line and hook and speed sensor. And then you got 3 bolts right there. 1, 2, 3. And you gotta take the front. Airbag. You're gonna put this. It comes with this type of fitment that goes in the hole right there. And then you tighten it down. That's pretty much it. And then you put the line here, I guess, and then secure it around here. With zip tie or something so it doesn't fall out. But these connectors are pretty solid. They hold. So that's what we're doing next. All right. So I tighten up the bolts up there. It's 3 bolts, nuts. I mean, and I put these hose in there. Make sure you tug down on this little clip, that gray clip, and then I zip tied it to there. And then I went down to there, zip tied it to the brake line, and it moves freely. Make sure you give it enough slack so it can move freely. Then I threw it through this hole. And then that hole came out that way into the brake system. And I just ran it back, all the way back. Same thing with this side. I did the same thing. Turn it through. Compressors and the ECU on here. You see it. Down. Make sure you sit tight throughout that whole line so it doesn't catch on
this one, and this one.
The exhaust.
That's what I'm doing everything. Do it fresh. Now I'm doing the rest.
Right, so I put the panels on. Battery's gonna be there. I'm gonna try to make like a little cover for it.
For startup,
I connected the compressors and I got in. Speaker. Oh, I also mounted the purge valve right there. Pretty fresh mount. So that's what all installed. I was having problems turning on the other pump, but I went to the app and it has an option, so I got a little scared there. That's why I took the battery out again. I'm just trying to diagnose the problem. But everything turned out good. That's how it looks, finished product. Car's on the ground, looking fresh. Now I'm just opening everything off. Okay, so that's the car all the way up. That's ride mode. That's how I'm gonna ride the car. Gotta get it aligned already. That's the trunk setup, all finished up. Got the amp, battery, everything's all secured. And I'm gonna show you the stats out. Nice part inside. If you like my videos, I did subscribe, like, ride controller, so I can keep making them.
Scratch mounted on there.
My knowledge, you know.
Freshened it up for me, cut it
next
out,
time,
made it perfect.
And that's the car. So let's air down now. That's car show mode.